Good morning.
Oh, Yuri.
Yeah,
Yes, it would seem...
we all collapsed in the desert, right? So what do we...
Seems like someone came to our aid.
Though we're not sure who.
What about the couple who was with us?
They appear to have been brought here as well.
So they didn't get a look at our rescuers either?
Apparently they lost consciousness like the rest of us. I believe the two of them are having a look around town.
I wonder, was it just a
What do you mean?
Oh, just before I blacked out, I saw that dragon that got the air under control back at...
Really?
Yeah. Didn't you see it, Estelle?
No, I didn't see anything.
Was it just a mirage? So what's the story?
A kindly gentleman is looking into that very matter for us.
Kindly gentle...
There's no barrier here.
I thought the mountains in the east were supposed to be
Rita, Carol, over...
What's that?
The monster that attacked us in the desert dropped it.
I didn't see any feathers on that thing.
That's one of Pharaoh's feathers.
But why would that monster have one of Pharaoh's feathers?
Man, there's so much.
Welcome back.
And just why was it up to me to go tromping off?
If I'd gone, this sweet young lady would have been all alone with you. That's far too unsafe.
Unsafe? You can't pop...
Oh, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna gag.
Suppose I don't mind people thinking I'm... It seems we're in Yormgen. You know, that...
Wait, this is Yormgen?
The town that needed the clear seal crystal to protect itself from monster?
It makes sense. They don't have a barrier here. That's reason enough to be looking for a way to keep out monsters.
But that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and I find it strange that they were getting by...
You're right.
What if we were to show this case to one of the locals and ask them?
Yes, we might learn something.
I agree. What was the deal with that weird monster we ran into in the sands of Kogor?
Just the thought of it still sends chills down my spine.
Was that thing even alive?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it wasn't anything like other creatures that make their home in the desert.
Huh. Another astute observation from Captain Carroll.
Whatever it was, I hope we never see it again.
Me too.
So after all we went through to cross the desert, we can't meet Pharaoh.
And after you've all risked your lives to help me.
Maybe it's better that we didn't find him after all.
Yeah, if we had to fight him now, we probably wouldn't make it out.
Think about it though, Pharaoh can fly. He's free to be pretty much anywhere at any time. Tracking him down will be a tall order unless he's got a lair somewhere in the area.
No one's saying that meeting him will be impossible.
We might get some information if we ask around in the town.
You're right. Thank you, both of you.
This town's weird. It's in the middle of the desert, but look at all the plants.
It sort of reminds me of Mantake.
Yeah, but there is something different.
Really?
There may be more here than meets the eye. Maybe the truth is hidden away.
Leave it to Judith to put things into perspective.
The better the intuition, the more you see.
Hey, I have intuition.
That box.
Do you know something about...
Launchy had it. Where did you get it?
On a ship called the Atherum, my lovely lady.
Of course. You know about the
Yes, we happened to come across it on the ocean.
Did you see Launchy?
And Launchy would be...
Oh, Launchy is my love. I'm sorry.
Your love. Damn it. Hey,
You're hopeless. All that we... Oh, I see.
Could I ask your name?
Oh, my name...
That's the name that was in the diary we found on the Atherum.
Do you know about the clear seal crystal?
They say it has the power to drive back monsters.
The sage said it was necessary to make a barrier around the town. Is that what's in the box?
Yes, we came to...
Hey,
Could I have the box? Wow, is this the clear seal?
Looks like it.
so who's that sage you were talking about earlier?
The sage is a great Critian who came to our town from across the desert. A Critian?
Well, creating a barrier is basically creating a Blastia.
Blastia? But we can make Blastia with current technology, right?
There are people who do. You saw the Blastia at Emmett Hill in Cair Bakram. But I don't think that sage guy is the one who made those Blastia with messed up formulas.
I'm sorry. I don't really... But the sage said that the clear CL crystal was needed to create the barrier. So Longchi set out to look for it. It's been 3 years since...
3 years, huh? You must be...
Wait, this...
Yeah, the stories don't match...
You'd think she could have miscounted by 1,000 years?
how old is she anyway? Is that sage in this town? Where does he...
Oh, yes. He lives in the house farthest into the...
I think it might be faster if we went to talk to the sage.
Yes.
If you're going there, could you take the clear CL
Yes,
Thank you very much. Okay, let's...
Excuse me.
Huh? You're...
You? What do you mean, how.
I see. And no matter. For what?
We're a little curious about...
This must have cost you dearly.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
That was...
You're planning on making a barrier Blastia. You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any Blastia. Who'd even consider building a barrier Blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
So this is an apatheia?
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Whoa! What are you doing?
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mon.
Oh, man. Just when I...
The apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
It's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the apatheia, needed to save this town?
This town has no use for a barrier. And this place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
I see.
You know something.
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Entelikeia despise.
You mean...
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the Full Moon. By Entelikeia, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Entelikeia have against me? Against a Child of the Full Moon? What is this power the Child of the Full Moon possesses that they despise?
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Entelikeia themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the...
But...
Estelle.
Hey, Reggae, Jaeger from Ruins Gate talked about the Entelikeia earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't...
Take your leave. There's nothing more.
Wait! There's something I want... What were you doing at that Air Krene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Those matters exceed your comprehension. Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more.
Where do you get off?
Rita.
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert. I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that Child of the Full Moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the sky. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meat?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just...
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estelle is the Child of the Full Moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like...
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next?
I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apatheia. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But...
Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in apatheia myself.
Yeah. Besides, we should make sure we're ready before heading back into the... Why don't we head back tomorrow? Rita, think you can tie up your loose...
Shouldn't be a problem.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the exit tomorrow.
Right.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all.
Just make sure you don't go wandering.
How about us? What's our plan after this?
I'm headed for the Air Crane and the Wiesent of Kata, but I am curious about the Entelike.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here.
I'd like to meet Belius once myself. I mean, serious, I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
It's Nordopolica for me too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. And that's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Antilochea hate the child, which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica? You're only looking to find out the reason you were.
Yeah.
I imagine Belius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelike?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelike of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told.
Well, we'll pass through the Wiesent of Katos on the way to see Belius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then. No.
Right.
Didn't Belius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Yormgen and Mantake are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Hold still. I'll make this quick. I'm just getting started.
This power will make me
Can a clear CL crystal really be used to make a barrier?
If they could, and we had enough, we'd be able to make as many barriers as we wanted.
Then even areas that suffer frequent monster attacks could be assured safety.
Yeah, but if it were possible, wouldn't something like that have happened by now?
Maybe it's best not to get our hopes up about it then.
ever the realist, I see.
All I'm doing is speculating on the most probable outcome.
Actually, I think that's what being a realist means.
Whew, we're finally here.
You're telling me.
Look, there are people outside.
Wonder if that means the curfew's been lifted.
Kumor!
Easy now.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy.
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of... Please, don't make... Stop your whining. I told you... Now get moving.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh!
Yeah, but what's he want to capture?
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by.
I'm afraid that idiot isn't gonna listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
What? Yeah, I could do that. But I'd need tools.
Yes, perhaps this...
How convenient. You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might...
Whatever.
Now about all we can do is...
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
Sir Cumor, everyone is aboard.
Everyone... What? Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without...
Sir Cumor, please, I beg of you. I have a wife.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange... Now be gone with you.
Carol.
Don't worry. That young man is...
What's going on? Who was it that... Fix the blasted coach! I will...
I've got to hand it to the little runt.
You did it.
This won't do anything more.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
Yeah, Cat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you.
Thank you again.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for a while. Using your power to terrorize people. There's not a soul in the lower quarter that evil. You've gone too far this time, Cumor. Cumore.
You're... What are you... Someone... You would cross swords with a noble? Very well. No!
You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit.
Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that... Wait! I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders.
Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders.
Wait! How about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight. I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every... Go ahead.
There's only one thing I want from you.
Then what might... No, stop! I am Cumore, the captain of the Imperial Knights, the man... Please, no!
Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
My people have taken control of things here. The residents of this town won't suffer any longer.
That ought to put you one step closer to your next promotion. I'm heading back to the others.
Yuri, we need to talk later.
I know.
I'll be waiting, down at the lake.
Who'd have guessed this town could ever be this lively?
Yes, it's a great relief to know that people here can live freely.
I'm still in shock that Flynn actually came.
That was amazing timing!
But Cumore might just cause more pain somewhere.
You watch. Flynn will have that guy behind bars in no time.
Oh,
Yuri? Raven, you're gonna catch a cold.
He wore himself out playing with all the children. You'd think he was 12 years old.
Welcome back.
They're still going out there. I can't...
I saw you having a good time, though. You're an awesome...
Shut up. Huh? The old man's a...
That was quick. Yuri?
just gonna go have a word with Flynn. I'll be back.
Why don't you have a seat?
You said we needed to talk?
Tell me, why did you kill Cumor? You know it's not our place to pass sentence on. He was to be punished in accordance with the laws.
And just what laws do you think would have punished him? The same laws that failed to punish Rigaud? Give me a break.
Yuri, you...
The laws have always been the tools of whoever happens to hold all the chips.
Just saying that doesn't make it right for individuals to judge right from wrong, or for you to operate your own private court of... If the laws are at fault, then fixing those laws comes first. It's for that very reason that I'm still with the Imperial Knights.
But you can't deny that lives were saved because those bastards were put down. You'd rather tell those people, sorry you had to die today, I promise we'll change things soon.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
They're out there, you know. People so bad, they'll just go on hurting others. What can the average person do but be victimized by people like that? You know it was the same way with our people in the lower quarter.
Even so, Yuri, what you're doing isn't right. Do you intend to rain your justice down on all the villains of the world? That's the behavior of a common criminal.
I recognize it for what it is, and I've made my choices. Murder is a crime.
And even knowing that, you intend to dirty your hands.
Intend to? I already have.
So this is the path you've chosen.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I won't. But it seems you don't yet understand the full weight of your choice. As a knight, I cannot overlook your...
Captain, I finally...
What is it?
Our barricade of Nordopolica has been complete. Also, it appears that the hunting blades are on the move. Sir, we must go to Nordopolica. Captain.
Understood.
Sir.
Yuri? I know you better than anyone alive, Yuri. If you insist on walking down the path of a criminal...
Oh, wait! Repeat! Yuri.
So...
I'm sorry.
Are you afraid of me, Estelle? If you are, you can quit right here. Join Flynn and go back to the...
I'm not going back.
Hey.
It's true the things you've done are against the law, but I'm It's also true that your actions saved the lives of others.
You never know. Someday I might turn my blade on you.
You'd never do something like that without a reason. If you ever end up pointing your sword at me, I'm sure I will.
If you're going to go with Flynn, now's your chance. You seem like he was in a hurry.
No. I'm gonna continue on this journey with traveling with you. I know I'll find the right path for myself, so what I'm thinking... Here's to the road ahead.
Thanks.
Oh, I haven't sawed...
Yeah, it's called a...
We're ready to hit the road, so get that sleep.
Huh?
Yeah, Flynn and his crew went back to Nordopolica.
That must mean they were traveling.
Was there some emergency they had to...
Maybe they had to take care of the monsters from the Collis...
I'll bet Paul Estrale requested the help of the Knights.
We'll have to... Well, it's just that Flynn said something about a...
Barricade? What?
Are Are they out to arrest Bellius for what happened in the Great War?
I can't imagine that Palestrale would be outmaneuvered.
I get the feeling this is gonna get messy.
Maybe we should think twice about heading back to...
But the new moon's almost here.
That's all well and good. I'm just...
Me neither.
We'll just have to be careful, like always.
Don't forget, I want to take a look at the air crane and
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. All right.
Things are bound to improve here in Mantake, now that Flynn's liberated the town.
They did allow the ringleader to escape, though.
Kimor? Flynn will catch him in no time, right, Yuri?
Oh yeah, sure he will.
Is something wrong? He looked troubled.
Estelle's not her usual perky self either.
That's not true. I'm as happy as you all are that Mantake's been freed.
If you say so.
Your friend is quite talented, considering the ease with which he saved Mantake.
Who, Flynn? That was nothing for him.
You know him really well, don't you, Yuri?
Well, we've hung around together since we were kids.
You don't hang around together much anymore, though.
Yuri?